Hello and welcome to C3 Kids Online. I'm Lisa and I'm so excited that you're joining us today. Actually, I'm not just excited, I'm really grateful. Yes, that's right, I'm grateful. Grateful for each and every one of you. Speaking of being grateful, do you know what today is? It's the first Sunday of a brand new month. And if you've been tracking along with us in C3 Kids, you know a new month means a new Life app and a new look for our C3 Kids studio. And this month, it's all about being grateful because we are focusing on the Life app of gratitude, letting others know you see how they've helped you. I think it's the perfect month to focus on gratitude because it's November and there's a big holiday that we celebrate each November. You know what holiday I'm talking about? If you said Thanksgiving, you are absolutely correct. I love Thanksgiving. I love getting together with my family and eating turkey and pumpkin pie and all of that. But actually, what I love most about Thanksgiving is I get to really focus on all that I have to be thankful for. And that's what we're going to do all month long here in C3 Kids. We aren't waiting for Thanksgiving. Nope, we're going to build an attitude of gratitude all month long. Now, maybe that attitude will be one that you carry with you your whole life. And here's something that might help with that. If you got a family box for November, you got a gratitude journal in your 4 Kids pack, right? If you didn't get a box, no worries. You can create your own journal, like I did right here. See, this is just a really cool notebook that I decided to make into a journal. But it's not just any old journal, see? I mean, sure, sometimes I like to write about my day or prayers to God in a journal, but this is special because it's going to be only about gratitude. I'm going to write something every day in my gratitude journal that I'm thankful for. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and make my first entry right now. I am grateful for C3 Kids. Yep, that's you guys. You are right here in my journal. And I plan to save this even when all the pages are filled. This way, when I look back at it in a couple of weeks or months or even years, I'll be reminded of how much I have to be thankful for. See? I'm on my way to developing that attitude of gratitude. You can do the same thing as you write in your journal each day at home. Now, in addition to keeping a gratitude journal, I'm also going to create an attitude of gratitude by doing something each week I like to call a shout out. What's a shout out, you ask? Well, it's when you let someone know how grateful you are for them. And today, I'm giving my shout out to this week's co-host in the C3 Kids studio. My shout out goes to Miss Rachel. I am so grateful for her. I love getting to work with her. And you know, she's a high school student who's really, really busy with a very busy schedule, but she makes time to serve in C3 Kids. And I am very grateful for her. Let's go ahead and give her a big round of applause as we invite her to the C3 Kids studio and play a game. Well, hey, Rachel, thanks for being here today. I'm not sure if you heard my shout out, but I am super grateful for you. I love how you have such a heart to serve in C3 Kids and even with your busy schedule, and I love working with you, so I'm just really grateful for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for us to play, or for you to play this game that I have set up here. This is a puzzle, as you can see. I know it's not that difficult, but the idea is if you can put this puzzle together as fast as you possibly can, it will reveal this week's bottom line.
Ooh.
Are you ready? You want to give it a shot?
Yes.
All right, let's go for it. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh boy, you are fast. Look at that.
It's gonna fall over.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. You got it? I'll hold this part. You got it, you got it. You're so close, and there it is. Oh. Oh no!
Oh, no!
It's all good, it's all good. They're having a little trouble sticking, but you have got it, and I think we're there.
So the bottom line for this week is you always have something to be grateful for.
That's right. Awesome. Thank you for doing that. And you guys are going to hear more about that in your story today. But before we get to that, we have another shout out. This time, there's a shout out from one of our friends in C3 Kids. Let's listen in, okay?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Livy, and I'm in first grade, and I want to give a shout out to my mom, and why I'm grateful for her is because she sings me lullabies at nighttime.
Well, that was really sweet. I love hearing that. Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah, it was really sweet.
Oh. Well, I'm wondering, Do you have anyone that you'd like to give a shout out to?
I do.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to my mom because she always supports me and is always helping me when I need it.
I love that. And you know what? I know your mom, and I know she's going to love hearing that. And I agree. She's awesome. So make sure she tunes in and gets to watch you so that she can hear you say that. And hey, we've got one last shout out, a really important one, and that's to you guys, all of our friends, C3 Kids. Thanks for tuning in today. And hey, by the way, if you haven't gotten your C3 Kids family box for November, make sure you let your grown-up know at home to get in touch with me, and I can find a way to get you a box, because we've got a whole set of shout-out Post-its that you can use to tell people how much you appreciate and are grateful for them. All right? Thanks for tuning in, guys. We will see you next week. Your countdown's on its way.
Good morning, C3 Kids, and welcome to a brand new month and a brand new song. That's right, we got a new song coming at you this week. Can you believe it's November and it's already toward the end of 2020 already? Well, guess what? We're not going to think about that right now. What we're going to think about right now is giving God some praise. So make some space all around you, because we're going to need space to jump, to do a little spin, to do a little digging, to put our hands in the air. It's time to move and groove for Jesus. To the song, Every Beat. I wonder if you caught that. Maybe. It's a crowd favorite, and I know you guys love it, so we brought it back just so you can feel a little bit closer. I can't wait to see you guys again, but until then, we're gonna dance to Every Beat. So here are your moves. We got a little dig, and we reach our hands all the way up for God to hold us. We move and we groove because He's in our heart. He's got a little rhythm in our feet, and we lift it on up because every beat is calling out God's name. So stand on your feet with me, and we're gonna sing Every Beat.
Run and hide, you bring the broken back to life. Only you can, only you can. You set me free from every chain, you fill my heart with songs of praise. Only you can, only you can. Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to rhythm. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. To bring this runaway back home. Only you can, only you can. You give me love, you give me life, you keep me dancing through the night. Only you can, only you can. My heart beats only for out your name.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 18.
Ilsa sighed as she trailed along behind her mom at the grocery store.
Can I just go wait in the car?
Mom handed Ilsa a tiny loaf of bread to put into the cart.
You need to learn for yourself what you can eat.
Nothing. I can't eat anything.
Earlier that day, Ilsa had gotten the food sensitivity test results back from the allergist.
No gluten, no dairy.
No artificial colors or flavors.
I don't even know what gluten is.
It's in bread and pasta and crackers and a lot of other things.
Ilsa grabbed the loaf of bread.
Then what's this?
Gluten-free bread.
It looks like cardboard.
As they reached the dairy case, Ilsa spotted the new holiday display.
Yes, they've got eggnog.
She reached for a carton, but Mom shook her head.
Eggnog has dairy in it, hun. You can't have milk. Let's try this instead.
Mom picked up a small carton and handed it to Ilsa.
Soy nog?
By the time they got home to unload groceries, Ilsa was miserable.
You've gotta be kidding. What about Sunday dinners? What about Aunt Ellen's stuffing and Grandma's rolls and pie and all the good stuff?
We'll find options for you, I promise.
Ilsa reached for her plastic pumpkin full of candy on the counter. She grabbed a mini candy bar and then stopped, a sinking feeling in her stomach.
I can't eat any of this now, can I?
I'm sorry, hun.
When Ilsa opened her lunch bag at school the next day, she tried not to groan. A sun butter sandwich with gluten-free bread, a bunch of grapes, a few carrots, and some weird-looking oatmeal cookies.
Where's my string cheese? Oh, right.
Ilsa couldn't bring herself to finish lunch. Her stomach still felt empty as she settled back into her seat at social studies, where their teacher, Mr. Mendel, dimmed the lights for a slideshow.
One of the best ways to learn about other cultures is through something we all do every day. Any ideas what that might be?
Like what we wear?
Actually, I'm talking about something we do at least 3 times a day.
Ilsa raised her hand.
Eat. We all eat.
Bingo! A famous photographer took photos of families all across the world, along with the food that they eat in 1 week. I want you to pay attention to the details. This first family lives in Great Britain.
The first photograph included a family from the United Kingdom. The overflowing table of food included cookies and pizza.
Pizza.
Here's a family in southern Italy.
The next image showed a family with 3 small children. The loaves of bread on the counter looked so fresh, Ilsa could practically smell the scent of baking bread.
Ooh.
This is Germany.
The next image showed another table top-loaded with food, but Ilsa could only focus on the container full of ice cream front and center. Yet another thing she could no longer eat. Her stomach rumbled.
Here's a family in Bhutan. It's a small country beside India.
The next photo showed 12 people with a colorful display of vegetables, a large bag of rice, and a small amount of meat. Ilsa frowned.
That's all they eat?
It's what they have to work with. This next photograph is from the country of Chad in Central Africa.
A family of 6 sat on the ground. In front of them, a tiny bag of grains, a small amount of beans, and a handful of vegetables.
Wait, where's the rest of their food?
That's it.
For a whole week?
Ilsa shook her head.
That's just...
Ilsa? What are you thinking?
I guess I knew that some people don't have the same things to eat that we do, or as much. It's just different. seeing it.
The colorful photos haunted Ilsa for the rest of the afternoon. She was quiet as she took off her backpack in the kitchen at home.
You want a snack, hun? I've got some trail mix.
I'm good.
Ilsa pulled her lunch bag out of her backpack and opened it up.
How was the gluten-free bread?
It was okay, actually. I'm going to finish my sandwich now.
Ilsa took a bite of her sandwich and chewed. It wasn't like regular bread, but she could get used to it.
What's that thing Grandma always says before dinner?
What thing?
Before the prayer. It's the verse, like say thank you, whatever happens.
Oh, it's from Thessalonians, I think.
Mom checked her Bible app.
Give thanks no matter what happens. God wants you to thank him because you believe in Christ Jesus.
Yeah, that.
Ilsa smiled and took a bite out of one of the oatmeal cookies.
Hey, these are really good. Thanks for making stuff I can eat.
Ilsa knew it would take some time to adjust to her new eating plan, but she was glad for the reminder that she still had a lot to be thankful for.